Hi, my name is Amos, the Math Guy, or Amos Tarfa. I'm the author of Tools for Mastering Mathematics, which you can get if you email amosthemathguy@gmail.com. I've also written 4 other books, including Principles for Academic Excellence, over the past few years. In this video, I want to talk to you about an 8-week course that goes over innovations and inventions. I'll show you a few of the textbooks that we're using. The course is a general course, so let's talk about that for a second. It's general in the sense that you have 8 weeks. Each of the weeks, you have 5 days. You have 9-minute lectures, and then you write about what you learn. So for example, the first lesson could be on ancient Babylon and their inventions, and then you write a paper about it, or just a small summary. We have a writing instructor that is going to guide the writing portion, and I will guide the inventions portion with a few other instructors, such as Dr. Colin Gan from Singapore, as well as a few other people from Nigeria and other parts of the world. We're excited, right? In this course, what do you expect to learn? You expect to learn the history of inventions such as Sumer and the wheel. You're going to learn about Babylon, Egypt. We're going to go on ancient civilizations for a little bit, just for a week or two. And then we also have a lot of, Middle Ages, modern inventions, and so on and so forth. One of the people that we will discuss is Benjamin Franklin. We have 3 books about Benjamin Franklin. The first one is here. This one is just his autobiography. This one is a book about him by Walter Isaacson, and then this is just a general book about him. Notice that that's interesting that we have 3 books about one guy. Well, with Benjamin Franklin, we are going to have a separate course eventually. Right now, this course you're in would be more of the general course, but then we actually have a specific course which focuses on specific inventors, and Benjamin Franklin gets his own course. So we'll discuss him briefly in our general course, but he will get his own 8-week course taught by my friend and I. And so stay tuned for those videos. But right now, this first course is $50. It takes you through the general inventors. We're talking about 20 to 30 inventors put into little videos that you can learn about, write about, think about, and hopefully they inspire you to be an inventor. The remaining courses will come at a later time. If you sign up for this course though, I am actually willing to do something this summer. I'm going to give away my Pre-Algebra course as a part of the bundle. Because in order to be an inventor, you need to know mathematics. Mathematics is one of the ways that you can honestly increase your net worth, for lack of a better word. Now remember, this is not all about money. Life is not all about money, and I get it. But what I'm saying is if you want to learn how to do better in life sometimes, there's one subject that can help you do that, and that's mathematics. Mathematics will provide you with an opportunity to grow into other fields of study. Let's look at a few more textbooks that we're going to use in this course. So we have the Wright brothers, and actually if you don't mind, let me just bring you over to my bookstore. Let's do that. We'll bring you over to the bookstore and I'll show you a few stacks of books. So these books here, Science in the Scientific Revolution. This is a big part of the course. We're going to be talking about people in the scientific revolution that gave us the opportunity to study inventions. But then we have an actual textbook called Inventions and Technology. So we have that. We have the world of astronomy, because the astronomers gave us physics, right? A lot of the physics. Like the astronomers set the stage for the physicists. The world of mathematics, the world of astronomy, an extra copy. The world of physics, right? Physics here, it says from simple machines to nuclear energy. So we're going to talk about those inventions in our class. We're also going to talk about specific people like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. So we're going to talk about inspiring entrepreneurs. We're going to talk about R.G. Letourneau, whose work in engineering, mechanical engineering, was phenomenal, building big machines. There's a university in Longview, Texas called Letourneau University. And then we have Faraday, Maxwell, and the electromagnetic field. And then I actually have Maxwell's book here. So we're gonna spend time talking about him. As a matter of fact, I honestly think Faraday is in the top 5 greatest inventors of all time. Another stack here. We have pre-calculus, calculus, and college algebra for credit if you want. And so that's a separate course, but reach out if you want, amosthemathguy@gmail.com. We're going to talk about artificial intelligence and its impact on society as part of the inventors. I put this book here about Nobel Prize winners because someone would ask, Amos, why do I need to know about Nobel Prize winners? Part of it is because you can understand the problems that they were trying to solve, and then you can try and solve them with more efficiency, potentially. Or maybe they've solved the problem and now it inspires you to think about other problems and their solutions. In the last week of our course, you are invited to do a demonstration, a project. We want to see what you come up with. you need a notebook for this course, at least one notebook or a document where you can take notes of the things that you're learning. So please stay tuned for, if you need a notebook, let me know and we'll provide you that. So let's look at a few more books in this stack. We're going to continue our Journey Through Genius book, which will tell us about civilizations. We're going to learn about George Washington Carver and Booker T. Washington. How did he make the cut? Well, he made the cut because of his work in starting schools. That's innovative. So we're going to talk about Booker T. And Booker T inspires me. He went through a lot, right? And for those who might be wondering, oh no, did he just put that there? Does that guy deserve to be there? Yeah, those guys deserve to be there. And we need to be willing to acknowledge people that have advanced society and, in different ways. The Wright brothers. I mean, you can't talk about innovation without the Wright brothers, right? And then this is a magazine from LeTourneau University, Humanity and Technology. I'm excited to read that, Informed by Faith. Now, notice I left these other two books. The way I think of math is it's not a grade-based learning subject. Math is not at all. Math is really a concept-based mastery subject where you need to master level 1 to do the next level and the next level. But you should never limit yourself saying that, well, I'm only in 6th grade. Can I do calculus? Well, if you've mastered Algebra 1, 2, pre-calc and geometry, of course you could do calculus, right? So I help students get up to 21 math credits before they graduate high school. So if you want to get 21 college credits, reach out. Now, I also help them get more than that other than math because I also have training in chemistry and physics. So just reach out if you want to get 60 college credits before graduating high school. That's part of what I try to help students do. The Wright brothers are an inspiration. I'm excited to study their work. And, well, I've studied their work, but I'm excited to share about their work in this masterclass with Dr. Colin Gan, Adeyemi Mainasara, and Joseph Agor, and a few other instructors that you'll meet along the way. So let's land our plane with the last part of the bookstore over here. These innovators are from all over the world. Leonardo da Vinci is going to come up again and again from one of my friends. I'm going to bring out two books from the bookstore. So we have this shirt. Let me bring these over. We have this shirt, which is showing my favorite people, Maxwell, Faraday, Wilberforce, and Euler. I would say that it's because of William Wilberforce that a lot of the human flourishing happened for some of these people, and just he made society function better. And he lived around the time of Faraday and some of these guys in the 1700s. So I'm excited to talk about these guys in my course, which I already talked about earlier. Let's end with two inventions. As we study inventions, you would see the elements come into play. The people who discovered these different elements, that would be a separate course on just elements. Just people who discovered elements and their stories. But we need to have the right mindset, and then we need to read stories about people that changed the world. Now, you will notice that some of those people, like Michael Faraday and James Clerk Maxwell, were also people of faith that shared about how their faith inspired their work. And there's other people that share that as well. But I'm going to end with two things, and these are in my field of work. Speaking of inventions, this is a random fact, especially for those in Grand Forks, North Dakota. The inventor of basketball is actually James Naismith. I play basketball and coach. I used to coach, assistant coach back in the day. The inventor is James Naismith, and his relative, Dr. Gene Gullux, actually is the director of Lifestem Academy in Grand Forks, a school that we're partnering with on different things. So I think that's a pretty cool fact to be able to say, hey, my uncle or my granduncle started basketball. That's crazy. Anyways, Isaac Newton didn't have basketball. Just think about that. What did they do back then? I guess they did math. Maybe that's why they're better than us. Anyways, I'm kidding. I play basketball. We need to play. These are the last two books, and these are in the field of work that I do. This is called Gifted Mind, and this is called the CT Handbook. In the hospitals, when you go to the hospitals, you have X-rays, MRIs, CT scans, and all of that. But who came up with those things that help us? There's a man by the name of Dr. John Adler. Dr. Adler is a neurosurgeon. Now, if you're a neurosurgeon, that's a big deal already. Like, you already do a lot of work. But do you know that he realized there were certain parts of the brain he couldn't get to in doing surgery? And so he came up with a device called CyberKnife, which is like a robotic arm that does surgery in removing tumors in parts of the brain that he can't get to. I thought that was fascinating. Dr. Adler went above and beyond. And that's what we need to do in our work world. And that's what we need to do with our lives. We need to take initiative. We need to seek to be innovative and inventors in whatever fields we find ourselves. Humans have the opportunity to adapt to different situations. And that's part of what this course is about. We want to raise the next generation of scientists, mathematicians, and thinkers, and people that will change the world. Make it better for others. I pray that we get more running water all around the world. I pray we get better electricity supply all around the world. And so Nigerians that are part of this, I'm connecting with the Nigerian communities to work on STEM projects so that they can help advance things in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Cameroon, all over the world. I could go on and on with the countries, right? Let's all be thinking ahead. There's one last book I didn't talk about, which is called The Third Education Revolution. The Third Education Revolution is written by the man named Dr. Vishal Mangwaldi. And part of what you realize is information is readily available everywhere. So we need to go to the next level. It's too cheap. Let's take it to the next level by teaching innovation and creativity in a way that inspires the next generation of scientists. I'm excited to do this with you. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe for more. And if you want to sign up for the course, use the link in the description or email amosthemathguy@gmail.com. Now I'm going to head out. Have a blessed day.